Today is going to be a day full of opinions because we are playing Goblet of Fire. I think Goblet of Fire is the worst one out of the lot. I'm sorry, did that guy just growl at me? So, Goblet of Fire is the weakest book, in my opinion. Weakest movie by far. It's an alright book. It's been a while since I've read it. I am going to be listening to the audiobook for it soon. But I'm very excited to get to that. I'm currently going through Philosopher's Stone audiobook, and I'm on the first Quidditch match chapter. So I'm almost done that. I've got like 4-ish hours left of it. Step 1 for Goblet of Fire being like the worst one. They don't have Winky the House Elf. I always bring this up. Winky the House Elf in the book is by far like the only reason why Barty Crouch Jr. can do anything in Goblet of Fire. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to like watch, because it's like, bro, Barty Crouch Jr. is ass at everything that he does. Why do you? He had a house elf's help the entire time, bro. Yeah, Winky the House Elf. They never mention Winky the House Elf in the movie, which is sad, because she literally she helps him get the ingredients for Polyjuice potion and all that shit. God, what else does she do? She's got the, helps him get an invisibility cloak, which apparently there's more. There's more than just Harry's. So that's a thing. That's something to find out. I don't like who they got to voice Moody. It sounds so wrong. Yeah, no, Winky the House Elf. I'm sure I'll get more into, like, how pissed off I am about this. Because, okay, so Goblet of Fire came out around the same time that, Game Boy Advance games were still being made. So you got a Game Boy Advance game and a DS version. So the one thing that you get with Goblet of Fire is that all of the games across all the platforms are the same. Oh, there was also a PSP version. Forgot about that. Across all the platforms, the gameplay is basically the same. You choose your character, but you choose who you play as, Harry, Ron, or Hermione, and then you go around all the same levels, and they've kind of got like the same mechanics, unlike, say, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which is, you've got PS1, you got the PS1, PS2, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and PC. Sorry. So with we've all seen PS1 Harry Potter. We all know what that'd be like. And then you've got PS2 Harry Potter, which is a little bit nicer looking, and the graphics are so the graphics are updated, but they also made a completely new map for Hogwarts and like all the puzzles and such. PC, which you guys have seen me play. I'm gonna learn the speed run for that one soon. Game Boy Color, which played like an RPG, much like the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on Game Boy Color. So Chamber of Secrets and Philosopher's Stone play like an RPG on Game Boy Color. And then you've got the Game Boy Advance version, which plays more like an action game than an RPG. Prisoner of Azkaban, which is one that I want to learn. I want to learn Single Year for Prisoner of Azkaban, which is only 3 games, I believe, which is the Game Boy Advance game, which plays like an RPG, like JRPG, like turn-based combat. The PC game, which I was attempting to play last night, and then the console version. And I want to get the console version being on Xbox because I think that's the one that's the fastest. I'm sorry, Moody. Bruh. The AI in this is ass. I would rather be playing this on PS2 than on PC. I'm gonna be real. I don't have a PS2 copy yet. Yeah, all the games play differently, and I find that interesting about it. I'm sure I will think of more problems with Goblet of Fire outside of Winky the House Elf. I don't know. The movie not having Winky the House Elf was really lackluster to me, because it's like, dude, that is literally the only reason why Barty Crouch Jr. does it, is able to do anything. How he gets his Polyjuice potion, how he gets around the around the castle, because she gets him I didn't mean to do that. Like, they also like miss a lot of opportunities in the book, in the movie, to basically give you the give you a little bit more backstory on like the characters, like the ones from Bobottons. Like, you don't get to learn too much about Fleur in the movie. You don't get to learn fucking anything about Crumb other than, oh, he's Victor Crumb. He's like this super dope Quidditch player that plays for Bulgaria. That is his defining feature, is Bulgarian Quidditch player. Yeah, I feel like the movie could have done so much more for like characters that end up being important in like the final parts of the series. Like, you don't get to see like how Fleur shows up more often in, I want to say, Order of the Phoenix and such, because it's not just like, oh hey, Fleur and Bill are suddenly about to get married. It's like, okay, cool, we've had like this build up of, like, we've seen the relationship happen throughout like the last 3 books, and it's just like, bro, shut the Inflatus. Really? That's a spell? Oh, he thick. Yeah, because Mad-Eye Moody probably shouldn't have been a professor. Let's talk about the fact that Harry's got the Marauders map, and he notices Barty Crouch Jr. showing up on the map as Barty Crouch Jr., and you want to know who doesn't show up? It's much like the argument where Fred and George don't fucking tell Ron that Scabbers is Peter Pettigrew because they've got the fucking map. Like, if you've got brothers and you're like, okay, cool, I've got this super awesome map that I can use, this super cool map where I can see where everyone is, you would spy on your brother. Like, I know I would. You'd be like, yeah, let me see what they're up to today, and see if they're actually in class and what class they're suffering through and shit like that. But no. Fred and George were like, we'll leave it be. It's fine. Peter Pettigrew living with their brother. They could see it on the Marauders map. Why wouldn't Harry see that there's no Mad-Eye Moody showing up when the Polyjuice potion runs out and he sees Barty Crouch Jr. hanging out? Like, bro, are you really gonna fucking tell me that's how that works? Fucking get out of here. My biggest problem though is Winky the House Elf, which is probably like something that I will forever bring up. Maybe I thought Ron was an element, bro. Don't even talk to me about that. Well, yeah, let's just assume our brother is just. But like, they know he's dead. They know he's dead. I don't know. I don't agree. I don't agree with it. I think it's dumb. It's like, who just doesn't think about that shit? Yes, that is the way to go. The way of the Gilf. I'm trying to like think about what else I wanted to discuss in regards to like Goblet of Fire, because like there's a number of things wrong with it, and I was so ready to like talk about it and get mad, and then I started playing the game and was like, huh, now everything in my brain that I wanted to discuss is gone. Excellent. We also like talk about how in Goblet of Fire, it's one very specific line. It's Harry, did you put your name into the Goblet of Fire? Dumbledore asked calmly. Movie version. Dumbledore busts in, like breaks down the door, and is like, grabs Harry firmly by the shoulders, and is, God damn it! And is like, Harry, did you put, and just shouts it, just, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? It's like, whoa, he was very calm in the book. Why are you shouting at us? Oh no, not Ron. Blimey. Oh, Ron being an absolute jackass to Harry during this one. Did nobody forget about Ron being the fucking worst? I remember Ron being awful. God, look at those stills. Look at them. Look at how great those look. What up, Jax? Ron, yeah, God, he was the worst. I will read what Winston's put. Book. Dumbledore with concern etched on his face as he addresses Harry, barely above a whisper. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, my boy? Movie. Dumbledore power walks in after slamming the doors open widely, marches right up to Harry, grabs onto his grabs onto his shoulders, not his nuts. Grabs onto his shoulders as tightly as he can. Did you put your name into the Goblet of Fire, you little bitch? And then vaporizes Neville because he can. Why? Winston, please. I honestly thought you were putting what was actually in the movie, but what you put from the book is accurate. God. Just, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? And it's like, why are you shouting? This is unnecessary, sir. And honestly, that's fair. I don't know what they were thinking when they were writing that line. It's like, no. Stop it. Get some help. This is not how this should go. Let's talk about Mad-Eye Moody. Just, like, the fact that no one was like, Mad-Eye Moody's teaching us unforgivable curses, Professor Dumbledore, and performing them in front of the students. Do we not want to talk about that? Are we not? No? Okay. All right. Cool. We'll just let him do that, I guess. Solid best Hogwarts headmaster. Best headmaster Hogwarts has ever seen. I think Ron is by far the worst character. Like Ginny has better character than Ron does. Say that when all the Ginny haters are here. Oh, dude, don't feel bad. Nothing much happened. I'm just talking about how much I dislike Goblet of Fire today. That's really what this was a segue to, is Goblet of Fire hate. Goblet of Fire is my least... Okay, alright. Owen, tell me why Goblet of Fire is your least favorite, because I've already explained why it's my least favorite. I think they didn't use Winky the House Elf, and honestly, that is a tragedy, because Winky the House Elf is by far the only, like, character that they left out of the movie that should have been in the movie. Like, Oh, did I just die? Rip me. Well, that's fair. I mean, like when you think of Goblet of Fire, like what grinds your gears about it? I don't know. Goblet of Fire was just, I think it's the weakest book, / movie, at least until, the end where it's like, okay, Voldemort's back, war's about to happen, That is correct. I would say that's an apt description of what Goblet of Fire is. Yeah. It's kind of like filler. And it's not even, like, good filler. It's, like, the kind of filler that you wish had more substance to it. Because, like, as I said, Goblet ends up getting good near the end when Voldemort's back. Like, we've gone up... There's too many plot holes in it, for me, to be honest. Like, I hate the plot holes in Goblet. Harry Potter and the novel of filler. I mean, but we all can agree that J.K. Rowling doesn't really know how to write on a bigger picture in a way. Like, there was so much more that could have been, like, explained and done, and now she's just fucking with her canon. No, and I agree with that. Like, if that's what you wanted in the first place, you should have given us more in the beginning than you're trying to do now. Like, it just feels like she's trying to stay relevant within, like, the fandom, which you don't need to do. Like, there are still people that love this series that are like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, I enjoy the content that I've got. You don't need to keep trying to, like, freshen it up or whatever. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's very disappointing to see as a fan of the series. Like, much like Goblet of Fire was a disappointment of a movie. Like, come on, man. They could have done so much more and explained so much in that movie, but I understand that movies have, like, a time frame and shit, and you can't make them too long or else your ass is gonna be numb by the end of it. But they could have added Winky. I don't know. Like, the whole point of them being like, oh, hey, Harry has to compete because of contractual obligations with with the goblet. I don't know. I just feel like Goblet of Fire would have been like a better filler novel if she had done like a little bit more prep work for it. Because I get that Goblet of Fire essentially is filler to get to like the meat of the series now, because Voldemort is back. That's kind of like why Order of the Phoenix kind of like drags a wee bit, because you're having to deal with, okay, he's back, but now what? When's the big battle going to happen? Are we going to have a battle here? And stuff like, mind you, I'm no expert on like story writing or writing. Well, I'm a novice. We'll say I'm a novice at story writing because I do write and I've got, you know, my own ideas and stuff in regards to things. Ah, good. It's a blast and did screw it. But I don't know. I can't put into words other than Winky the House Elf deserved to be in the Goblet of Fire movie, because I feel like if you don't have that, you're basically like having to explain, you know, stuff that you can't normally explain with. Yeah, this one really wanted to be co-op and really wanted to be different. It wanted it to be special, which is how I feel Goblet of Fire is. Goblet of Fire is like the special kid out of like the 7 books. It's like the middle one that everyone's like, it exists. It's he there, I guess. What do you want from us? Rowling's like, I don't know what you want from me. I needed to bring Voldemort back. What? It's called graphics. That's what happened to Hermione's face. This is the first one there where they were like, let's see if we can try and get them to look a little less cartoony and more like they're more like the actors. Oh.
Yes. I think you'll find this next creature interesting.
Moody, homie, I'm gonna need you to fucking stop.
Interesting. There's no way that can be good.
See, Ron gets it. Like, there's no fucking way that can be good. Moody's like, I've got something for you. Get fucked. EA was like, how do we make Harry Potter fans fucking hate themselves? This is how. Oh, okay, all right. Let's talk about the dangers of having dragons be the first task. Oh, yo, hey, Charlie, they just owled Charlie. I was going to do a cell phone, but wizards, so they don't have medical technology, but they're just like, yeah, hey, Charlie Weasley, we need 4 of your most dangerous dragons. Can you please make sure that one is a Hungarian horntail? Fuck Harry Potter. I know it was random. Rita Skeeter is, like, the fucking worst. Why is that the same... What? Don't I have this one twice? Oh, no, it's the same photo, but at a different angle, like... So it counts as being different, because the first one is... Well, the second one is... side angle. Like, what are you doing? Did you not have enough stills? I don't believe that they didn't have enough fucking stills. Get out of here. Look, bro. Okay, so real quick, this is something else about Goblet of Fire, like the movie, that I don't really like, is we don't get to see enough of Fleur Delacour. And I know you're not supposed to. She's just a side character, but you get so much more detail and like insight about her in the books than you do in the movies, because it's like, hello, it's Fleur Delacour and she's gone. Oh, by the way, do you remember that she's like... she's in the Triwizard Tournament. Oh, by the way, she's now getting married to Bill. Have fun. And, like, that's all we get. I think Fleur Delacour... I think Fleur is an underrated character, and honestly, that might just be because of the amount of fan fiction I've read. In regards to secondary characters, I love Fleur. Bellatrix is dope for Dark Witches. They're like... Bellatrix and Narcissa are my favorite, like, dark witches and wizards. Well, witches in this case. I just think they're neat. I really wish we got to know more about, like, Bellatrix and family. But all we get is, like, Sirius is very like douchey tone about them. Like, don't get me wrong, I also truly like thoroughly enjoy Sirius Black. Gary Oldman as Sirius is like 10. That's what it was. Okay, all right. Real quick sidebar. Since I am talking about Sirius Black plays an even bigger part in the books than he in the Goblet of Fire book than he does in the movie. Like, literally, all you get for Goblet of Fire, in regards to Sirius Black is, oh, by the way, here he is, you know, talking about Harry being in what is it called? The Triwizard Tournament, and that's it. That's all you see him for. When in reality, they see him quite a bit. It took him 14 years to do that. I mean, yeah, because like all of his followers were like, "Yeah, we're good. We don't want to help you out. We'll just wait to see if it happens." Which, by the way, the Death Eaters are goddamn pussies. Another thing, Ron could have easily just let Hermione's, could have easily let Crookshanks eat Scabbers, and we wouldn't even have Goblet of Fire. Think about that. Think about that. Like, we wouldn't have Goblet of Fire if Ron hadn't been so selfish of letting Scabbers live. Because Peter Pettigrew is the only reason why Voldemort comes back in the first place, you know? You know, things to think about. Hey there, post-editing text here. In regards to this video, I hope y'all enjoyed it. These are just my personal opinions and thoughts with chat about Goblet of Fire. If you disagree or have the same takes, post in the comment section. I really enjoy hearing everyone's opinions about the series, and it's always great for a discussion. And y'all could easily change my mind about Goblet of Fire being a good book or movie, whichever you feel like. Outside of that, I hope you enjoy the video, and thank you for watching.